10 brawlers to max out for ranked. Welcome to the video. Today we will talk about the brawlers that you should max out for the newest ranked season. It's still going for like, let's check it out. It's still 25 days, so we are pretty early in the season. And we start right away with the best brawler in the game right now. We start with Sandy. Sandy with her new hypercharge is absolutely cracked. Like the movement, speed buff, and also the silence of a half second makes this brawler so much stronger. She's so good, especially with the speed gear and also with the mythic gear. It's a good combination. You can also play +1 because her gadget is so strong. And also the damage, so your enemies cannot even heal up. The super gives you so much value. I mean, your enemies cannot heal. You're invisible. You're faster with hypercharge. You can silence one with your super. So this super gives you so much value. And also the gadget is crazy. Only bad thing about Sandy is like the DPS, but you can balance that with some good DPS picks. So make sure to, if you have like options, that you get the Sandy hypercharge. If you have like enough gold, max out Sandy for sure. And we get right away to the next brawler, the second one, which also got a huge hypercharge. So I will also mention him, and it's Max. Max also has a crazy hypercharge now. It increases their movement speed even more, no matter where they are on the map, and also giving them a supercharge. I think you can also stack the energy drinks, so you can actually stand into each other and get a free super. That's crazy. Max was very often in the meta, but in the last weeks and months we didn't really see her. She wasn't really a meta brawler, but she's back stronger than before with the newest hypercharge. So yeah, all-rounder. You can almost play her on every map. Good DPS, high movement speed, great team synergy with, for example, Sandy. So Max also a very safe call. So my third recommendation is Sprout. Why Sprout? Because you will need a thrower for ranked. Make sure that you like have at least one thrower on power 11, and I think Sprout is the best choice. So first of all, he got a hypercharge, but it's, to be honest, not really useful, so you don't need the hypercharge on him. But Sprout is very good in bounty, in knockout, in hot zone, so you can almost play Sprout everywhere. And I was thinking about saying something like Dynamite, for example, but Dynamite is like better in Brawl Ball, but not really the best pick for like bounty or knockout. I think Sprout overall has more maps and modes where you can play him, so my recommendation is Sprout, but just make sure that you have one thrower at all. For example, if you really don't want to play Sprout for whatever reason, you can also go for Dynamite or even Larry on Lori. He's not the worst brawler, absolutely not. And about Tick, I think he's just good in bounty and knockout and being banned quite often because he's so annoying. So I think, as I said, Sprout is a better choice. And with that being said, let's get to the next brawler, which is Surge. Surge is a great counter to tanks, to assassins, a great Brawl Ball pick. You can also play him in hot zone, and I think you should always have a Surge ready if like your enemies are playing pretty tanky combo or whatever. And with the stage 4, he can also compete with snipers and any kind of brawler. Surge on stage 4 is like one of the best brawlers in the game, and I might be a bit biased about that because I'm a huge Surge fan, but I still think Surge is a safe call about what brawlers to upgrade. The fifth brawler I can recommend is definitely Angelo. Angelo is still very strong even after the nerf. He's one of the best sniper brawlers. You can play him on the lane, you can play him in any mode, so Angelo is still, just max him out. He was already meta in the last season, and if you didn't max him out yet, do it now because he's an excellent brawler still, even in this ranked season. Can walk on water, so he's like just the better Eve, but banned quite often. But I think you always should have him ready. Okay, so the sixth recommendation is Melody. Here it's just like with Angelo, so Melody is just still strong. She got a nerf, but she's still very good. Her gadget is insane. She has insane mobility. If you play her well, she can do such fantastic plays. For example, in hot zone, if you just respawn, you can literally waste your free supers, so you're in the middle already, and often enough you do a kill just like that, and you have control again, you farm your super again, you die, and you just dash into the middle once again. So this brawler is still crazy. Make sure to max her out. The seventh pick I recommend to you is Charlie. She also got a nerf, but she's still strong. She got a range nerf, but against tanks, for example, assassins, and also in general, she's still a great brawler, especially with her spider gadget. Star power is also still good, I think, and also with the gears, for example, on bushy maps, the vision gear helps you a lot in combination with the +1, so you have one more spider gadget or even speed. She can make the difference, and her hypercharge is charged up real quick, so So I think Charlie is still worth to max out and you won't do anything wrong with that. I do not recommend Chuck because he's only playable in Heist, but I still want to give you a tip that you always ban Chuck in Heist, so you don't even need to max him out because either you or your enemy will ban Chuck and he's also only useful in Heist, so make sure to ban this guy. And obviously we still need a sniper, so my 8th recommendation is not necessarily Piper, but obviously another sniper. So I recommended Angelo already, but I can also tell you that you can max out Bell, but you also can max out Piper or even Nani. Like I don't just want to mention all like max out Piper, Bell and Nani. I would say you should definitely max out one. So all of these 3 brawlers are going to be banned quite a lot of times. So I don't really want to recommend a certain brawler, but you won't do anything wrong if you max out like Piper, Nani or Bell. Just choose whatever brawler you think is the best for you and that fits your playstyle because all of them are really good. The 9th brawler I can recommend is Mac because with Mac you have a great sniper counter. For example, if your enemy plays Nani, the Nani bomb cannot one-shot you. You're not too squishy, like you can tank more than 2 Piper hits. You lose the Bell marker if you lose your mecha. So I think Bell is still a great pick. You can play in Gem Grab, in Bounty, in Hot Zone. There's many possibilities for Mac and a very good answer to a lot of picks, especially snipers. And the 10th brawler I can recommend to you is Bibi. She has a very good hypercharge, is very good in the meta right now with the speed star power heal. So you can play her in Heist and Hot Zone, even in Brawl Ball. There are many possible maps. Yes, you can counter her with like Primo or Buzz. Like there are many counters to Bibi, but she's very good in the meta right now. And if you're struggling with gold, you obviously also want to have a tank as a possibility to max out. And obviously there are a lot of other brawlers. Like obviously like Nita also works in Brawl Ball, for example, but it's not the best all-rounder pick. You could also upgrade like Primo as a tank, but he's not that good in Hot Zone. So I'm trying to give you the best picks that has the most value for like more than a single mode or something. So just make sure that you, for example, if you play Heist, that you make the Chuck ban. If you play Hot Zone and you want to play Bibi, for example, make sure you ban your biggest counter. And yeah, obviously there are a lot of more great picks. For example, Rico is a great brawler. Edgar can be good in Heist. Bonnie is really good after the buff. Gus could be a good middle with the new shield rework. Colette is obviously crazy in Heist, especially with hypercharge. But there's only room for 10 brawlers and I think that's a very good all-rounder comp. You have a sniper, you have an assassin and tank counter, you have a tank. So that fills the most situations where you need a certain brawler. And yeah, if you disagree, you can surely, if you're like, okay, no, I'm a terrible BB, I cannot play BB, you can also max out Buzz or Primo, you know. This is like not the perfect list. You can also adapt it to your playstyle. But yeah, that's my recommendation. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. With that being said, have a nice day. Your SnakeThug. Peace.